Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits only temporarily those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much-needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta pass down Babylon walls. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down war cry. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and cry. And do the righteousness. Hey, we love. I will love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari.
I will love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari. Save all people.
Yeah, we love Jaja. We love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari.
We love Jaja.
Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people.
Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watchman around Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Jah Rastafari. Fight down war and crime.
Fight down war and crime.
Rastafari, war and crime, and build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari.
And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari. Preserve all.
And we love Jah.
Jah Rastafari.
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari.
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari. Preserve all.
Me love Jah.
Jah Rastafari.
Jah Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Good morning, and welcome. We are questioning Mr. Terrelonge this morning. This is not really a bashing of Mr. Terrelonge's sexuality. It be hypocritic in this form, but there are questions given what is spewing around in the public spotlight. There are questions that ought to be asked of Mr. Terrelonge. The reason for these questions goes to the heart of Mr. Terrelonge's decision making and how honest Mr. Terrelonge is when he communicates to the Jamaican people. So we're going to deep dive into Mr. Terrelonge's, or some would rather say Miss Terrelonge's business this morning. And no, we're not going into the Patrick Bailey and the Terrelonge scenario that link to the Jermaine, what's name again? Jermaine murder. We're not talking about that this morning. We're going to talk about Mr. Terrelonge's family. And please be aware that there are circumstances where the family life, the personal life of our public officials will come under scrutiny for the purpose of their public decision making that affects us. The aim is to make sure the people who are making decisions that affects us, we have honesty from them. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Welcome one and all. Thank you for joining. Like and share the live for us, please. Will you? Like and share the live for us, please. Morning, everybody. Morning. Honor the welcome. Who is here now? Let us go to the chat. Debbie Jervis TV, good morning. Good morning, Marcia Thomas. Dora Morris, good morning and welcome. Lynette Jenkins, Winifred Saunders, good morning. Laverne, Colleen, Barbara Simpson, Empress Deb, Mara Thomas, good morning. Leonie Denton, Suzette Williams, Byron, good morning. Senate Beckford, good morning, good morning. Wayne Evans, good morning. Mr. Uptown, Senate Beckford, good morning. Marjorie Lewis, good morning. Denise Hilton, Yvonne Bradford, good morning. Pamela Akola, Donna Thompson, good morning. Grandma Granddaughter, good morning. Good morning. Evan Miller, George Beckford, Norman Ferguson, good morning. Catherine Heitness, Marcia Gale, good morning. Dwayne Morris, good morning, everyone, and welcome. Raymond G, morning, welcome. Thank you very much for your support last night. Very, very much appreciated. Morning, everybody. Alando Terrelonge and his family. Now, we all aware of Mr. Terrelonge wranglings with the Prime Minister's former lawyer, Patrick Bailey. Abinasakodi, oh, you do. But a new part of Mr. Terrelonge's life has surfaced in social media, which we must question, which we must demand clarity to. Don't know if we will get anything or hear anything, Michael Nepper morning, but we must ask this question for the fact that these are decision makers in our country. And we want to know that the people, Christine Fraser rather, we want to know that the people who are making decisions in our country are being honest with us. I've seen Mr. Terrelonge and his 3 young sons in public before. I can't remember what the situation was, but I've seen him with them. It's the first now we are seeing a picture of his surface wife. There's argument over social media to say his wife is a doctor-made man. You know who I refer to as doctor-made man. They regularly call trans something. I'm not clear of which is transvestite or which is transgender. I really don't know the difference between. Pardon me for being so dunce on this issue, but I do not understand the difference between transvestite and transgender. I really don't. Or maybe because I don't care to know. I really don't. But I am aware, I know of how doctor fix people these days that confuse the eye. John Bailey. I'm fully aware of that. I have friends on both ends of the scale who were women and doctor turned them into men, or who were men and doctor turned them into women. I do have friends. So, as a gay man, I'm not bashing or berating Mr. Terrelonge of such, but there are clarity that we must have when it comes to a public official. This is not just Mr. Terrelonge living his private life. The secrecy of his private life can tie to the secrecy of public decision making. Hence is the call for clarity. Now, it is said that all of a sudden Mr. Terrelonge married and have 3 children. I wasn't aware of the wife, never seen a picture of her before, but I've seen picture of him and those 3 little boys in public before. I think it was a video. Violet Watson, how are you? No, in relation to a marriage is a public document that if we know at least one of the parties' name in the marriage, you can find that public document in whichever country that marriage occurs. Because the general records department in any country is generally public document. Now, my researchers in Jamaica has checked, and there's no record of Mr. Terrelonge's marriage in Jamaica. I have also checked the General Registrar for the United Kingdom, and I cannot find any record of his marriage. I can find record of his studies and all the others in the United Kingdom, but not of his marriage. I don't know if anybody on the United States of A or Canada side can check if they find any such document. But so far, 2 of the countries we knew Mr. Terrelonge lived in and spent time in, namely Jamaica and the United Kingdom, there is no record of Mr. Terrelonge's marriage. I didn't check Scotland. It could also be in Scotland as well. I only checked the United Kingdom because why I say it could be Scotland, I knew back in the days before the civil partnership and the marriage law came to Britain, Scotland was doing these type of partnership ceremonies where I knew a lot of people then who are in homosexual relationship went up to Scotland to do their union, and then that assists them in their immigration purposes. I'm aware of that. So depends on how long. It could be in Scotland as well. Could it be in another Caribbean country? I'm not sure, because when doing such ceremony, you will have to present certain level of documents. And when these identities are done, especially on the birth certificate, the name don't rub out. They just draw a line through the original name and replace below with the new name and the new gender. If it is that Mr. Terrelonge is a family man, what's the secrecy behind Mr. Terrelonge's family life? All politicians have children, all politicians have partners, but we were always aware of Mr. Terrelonge's relationship with the Prime Minister's lawyer. And then all of a sudden now, we see all these things surface. Now, what I would call on Mr. Terrelonge to do, to quell all of these arguments in social media, publish your wife's birth certificate, publish the marriage certificate. It will close the argument. Let us see her birth certificate. let us also see the marriage certificate. And if you could tell us, Mr. Terrelonge, so we could check for ourselves, in which country were you married? Because your marriage record is not being found in Jamaica. Likewise, your marriage record is not being found in the United Kingdom either. As I said, I didn't check Scotland, but I checked the United Kingdom. I didn't find anything. I don't know if anyone can check the registrar for America and Canada, but could it be in the Caribbean? No, the Caribbean laws doesn't, in my understanding, support such union. So it would then be, Marcia Biro, how you do? It would then be one of the Europeanized countries which Mr. Terrelonge would have done his union in. If it is that Mr. Terrelonge have a wife and the three boys, Mr. Terrelonge, Ladybug, oh you do, Wayne Evans. If it is that these three boys are Mr. Terrelonge's biological son, as well as Mr. Terrelonge's wife, biological son, prove it to us. It's not that I'm bashing Mr. Terrelonge's sexuality, but if Mr. Terrelonge is a politician in our country, a cabinet minister in our country, making and taking decision that affects us, we want to know that the decision is made in good faith. The decision is being made with utmost honesty. But if Mr. Terrelonge private life or personal life or the life Mr. Terrelonge lived in public is allied to us, then that is intolerable. That is intolerable for a decision maker to be making such decision when his whole life is based in lie. I'm not saying you're married to a man. I'm just saying the rumor is flying and it kind of look weird. Nobody never know of you with any family, or most Jamaicans never know of you with any family, but all of a sudden, all of these plucked up in public. No, we see this same very wool pull over our eyes before. You remember Dr. Dunn? You remember Dr. Dunn. You remember that uptown woman that Darrell Vaz and Tavares Finson gave to Dr. Dunn to model on his arm while he was campaigning? Where is that woman, Dr. Dunn? Dr. Dunn, can you say, Dr. Dunn, where that woman is that you modeled on your arm during political campaign? Mr. Tono, labor rights and PNP, and this whole battigalangin. The PNP, the JLP have all heap of private battyman in a them circle. I don't think they can dispute that. But I think it's time for the PNP now, given Mark Golding's latest revelation, that I'm willing to bring an open homosexual into the political fray of representation. I think it's now time for that beating and bashing from PNP to Labour Right and the Home. I think it's time for you to change your tone on that argument now, because both parties would a walla in a debate circus if the truth be told. So I think it's about time. I think it's about time for both PNP and Labour right find something else to bash each other and not bash each other about Batty, because the whole of the Jamaica political circus mix up in a Batty some way or the other. So maybe uno can find something else to go after one another, because Labour right may have private Battyman amongst them, PNP have public Battyman amongst them. So I think it's time for uno kind of change the narrative towards policy and them decision making, rather they are making good decision rather than them sexuality. Mr. Terrelonge can marry to whoever Mr. Terrelonge want to marry to. That's not my problem. That's his personal life. If it is though that Mr. Terrelonge is living a lie, L-I-E lie, then that is a major problem in public decision making. If Mr. Terrelonge, I'm telling you this all the while with Andrew, if Andrew Holness is lying to his wife, going home every night lying to his wife, we cannot trust Andrew Holness to make honest decisions in our country. Me sure no hear me say this before. The same thing applies to Mr. Terrelonge, whoever Mr. Terrelonge is married to, man or woman. The same thing applies to Mr. Terrelonge. If the life you are living is a lie, if the person who you share a pillow with and you're lying to them, under no circumstances, under no circumstances, you will hey girl or boy, go suck your mama, whatever vibes your name, shit on vibes, or whatever. Go suck your mother move from the platform. Uno too stupid. When uno see something what uno don't like, move on. Push your head under your mother if you will. But don't stop to make a complaint because you make yourself look stupid, you idiot fucker. Anyway, back to normal producing. If it is that Mr. Terrelonge is living a lie, that goes to the heart of Terrelonge decision making. So we cannot encourage people to continue to lie to us. If Mr. Terrelonge is a homosexual, married to a man, and Andrew want to keep him in his cabinet, fine. No problem. Because Andrew Holness told foreign journalists, it's not my business. It's not my business. But then again, we Andrew turn up in a parliament answer with you. A man is a man, a woman is a woman. Andrew never have that view that when Biden in an office. When Biden a finger the prime minister never had that view. No Trump come and say, pull Biden finger out. The prime minister can tap this in a parliament and tell we, a man is a man, a woman is a woman. No, prime minister, if a man is a man and a woman is a woman, why take you so long, sister? Why I know you are get rolled? For years, foreign journalists have been questioning you, counter what Bruce Golden said then, not in my cabinet. But you are this and I tell you where the man a man and woman a woman. Would you have said that, Prime Minister, if what's him call him, Biden was still there enforcing homosexuality on us? Would you still say that? It's only because you know Trump not in the galangin now. Because just like the medical crisis, Prime Minister, if the Americans come and tell you, say, you have to change the buggery law in a Jamaica. Otherwise, we'll face tough sanction and visa removal. Prime Minister is the fastest you're going to do it. It's the fastest you're going to do it, Prime Minister. Because you remember when the American ambassador, the American gay couple ambassador issue, you went very silent on the issue. never even had a view. You couldn't answer a question on the issue because Biden and Kamala would have reprimanded you. But no, you come out and knock this, say man a man, and woman a woman. When did you wake up and realize that? When did you wake up and realize that, Prime Minister, say man a man, and woman a woman? That's the hypocrisy of the decision making we have in our country, where the Prime Minister can swing left or right based on which US president is in power. How good of a decision making you think that would be for us? We have the perfect example now. A US president gave him an order which is adverse, Miranda Raddock, how you do? Which is adverse to the Jamaican people. And the Prime Minister carried out the order without even a public debate with the Jamaican people. The Prime Minister carried out the order and they lied about it. Kamina lied, Andrew lied, Tufton lied. So you see why we need people with honesty, even if they have to capitulate on a decision making, at least be honest to us about it. Say, Jamaica, this is our problem. This is where we're at. This is what we have if we take our own stand. And these are the implications if we don't. None of that, though. The program was just pull from under our feet. Don't care how much we are going to go blind. Don't care how much our baby are going to go dead. And all them things. So we need to know if Mr. Terrelonge married and in what country. Just tell us in what country, make we search for the record. Because my research has not found the record in Jamaica. Neither have I found it in the UK. So please, if you could inform us, if you could inform us where we could get access to those information, where we see a circle in a public now, wife and 3 young children. Jamie, your relationship was very serious, very private. Mr. Terrelonge, very private. Even people in a Portmore is becoming surprised of your life. Even people in a Portmore never know say your wife and picking it. That's serious. We know when Flight Green did run, got married, you know. Oh, yes, we knew. We knew when Flight Green run, got married. Terrelonge, do you have a married picture? Dear Mr. Terrelonge, do you have a married picture? Can show. Was it the courthouse you married Mr. Terrelonge, or a registrar office, or a church? Which is it? And what is your wife's name? Mr. Terrelonge, something just don't right. I'm not saying, Mr. Terrelonge, you're married to a man. I have no proof of that. What I'm saying, though, this sudden spur of wife and family and the public after so many years. Did you check the Netherlands? No, I didn't check the Netherlands. Why I checked the United Kingdom is because I knew he was affiliated to the United Kingdom. He lived and studied here for a time, possible work as well. He did his master's degree here. So I knew he was living here for a time. So I checked because I know Britain do both the marriage and the civil partnership. But marriage in Britain is not a hide and seek. Once you know one of the person's name, you can find that marriage record. But there's no public record of Mr. Terrelonge married in England and Wales. And check in Scotland, I have to go on a different system. Check in Scotland or Northern Ireland. I doubt it would be Northern Ireland because 2007-8, when Terrelonge was living here, it was easy to do the civil partnership down the UK, going up to Scotland, go do it. So it would, if it was here, it would be England or Scotland, which for England and Wales, the record is not there. What would be private about your wife and children? I'm not saying to parade them in public or give us fine details, but why for years just quiet so? Then all of a sudden, this is being spurred on us. Wife and children is being spurred on us. Mr. Terrelonge have a duty to clear up these public argument. He has a duty because he's a chief decision maker in our country. He has a cabinet position. He's a state minister. A state minister who have a lot to do with us in the diaspora here. Up to last year, we see him in the diaspora all over the United Kingdom here campaigning for funds in his election. So if it is that his wife is not his wife, but his male lover, we need to know. Not that we want to know his business, but we need to know that. We need to know that the decision made by Mr. Terrelonge are decisions based in honesty. Possibility is a court case can open. What court case catching hypeness? I have seen got married in England, you know, people can marry to all their dog if they want. I mean, in England, you can even marry to yourself. You can even marry to yourself if you want. I lie that man have woman. What you say, Christopher? Him have him woman? Christopher say a lie, him have him woman. Well, we don't know. We are questioning him. Me now make allegation against him that he's married to a man. Me just come and walk on. No, we're questioning the allegation of that is going around in the media that Mr. Terrelonge's wife is a transgender, and people are questioning the sudden imposition of children and wife from Mr. Terrelonge when majority people, he was married in Cuba or South America. Was he married in Cuba or South America? I don't know. Does Cuba and South America do gay marriage or gay civil union? I know of the European countries that does it, but I don't know if any of our Caribbean countries does such union. So what I personally is asking Mr. Terrelonge to quell these rumors, then show us your wife's birth certificate or show us the marriage certificate, or tell us in which country were you married so we can check, because my researchers cannot find Mr. Terrelonge's marriage record in Jamaica. Neither cannot find I cannot find it in the UK here where he lived and studied for a while. Raymond is saying Argentina possible does such union as well. But Mr. Terrelonge, you are the only one who can put this story to bed, because given your history with Patrick Bailey and the Jermaine Jr. situation, this is only going to spark more questions and suspicion. No, Veronica, I didn't check Canada. I was asking if anybody can check the Canada or US registrar, because Cuba does same-sex marriage. I wasn't aware of that. Then when they say Cuba authoritarian country, authoritarian country don't support same-sex marriage, but never mind America. Anyway, it's one of America other propaganda. But if Cuba does, I wasn't aware of that. But if Mr. Terrelonge's life is a lie, if Mr. Terrelonge's family life is a lie, we, the people of Jamaica, cannot trust the decision making of Mr. Terrelonge. So even if he don't want to show us certain documents, tell us which country you're married in, where we can go check the marriage detail. But so far, it's proven. Same pan screen with him woman, the Christopher, with him wife and the mother of his 3 sons. Do you remember the brown skin uptown woman where they depend for Dr. Dunn when Dr. Dunn a campaign? Ask Dr. Dunn where that woman is now. Ask Dr. Dunn if you have any idea, because these gay men in Jamaica, I don't know why they don't complain, because this is not the days when Jamaica buy out and sell out and mash it when they hear about gay people. Homosexuality is widely accepted and live in Jamaica. Yes, we know some people get fooled by the whole heap of knives. It's not the knives in the market, it's the homosexuality we sell on the ground in Jamaica on a focus span. Like, seriously. At that on a focus span. Because don't matter the whole heap of knives. Knives down in England, you're when it come to homosexuality. And we can marry here, we can adopt children here, we can marry to our dog and puss if we want. It's not the nice. It's actually the reality of what is taking place. So if all of a sudden, Mr. Terrelonge jump out panway and I pronounce wife and children, don't you think we would want to know more? And all the time we know of Terrelonge, we know that Terrelonge is the partner for the Prime Minister's former attorney, Patrick Bailey. That's what we knew of Mr. Terrelonge. Look how much cabinet galang in opening, and you see all of them woman or somebody turn. You ever see nothing for Terrelonge yet? Nothing. So if Mr. Terrelonge pluck out wife and children out of the woodworks all of a sudden, so then we have to question Mr. Terrelonge. What's the timing? What's the correlation of the timing here and what you're presenting to us? You see, the people then will go for representation in our country. We need to know everything about them. We need to know everything about them. They are making decisions that affect our life. Look at the decision what Andrew make with the Cuban healthcare workers. That's going to affect our life for a long time. It's going to affect that one decision. It's going to affect our life for a long time. This is why you need people with honesty, where even if them make a decision will affect you adversely, then can sit down and say to yourself, Jamaica, this is not a decision that support our stance, but it's the best decision we can take at the moment, because if we take the adverse decision, it is going to be devastating for all of us. Why can't you have that conversation with us? Because nothing what them do to we no based in honesty. It's all about lies, personal gain, and all of that. Look how much political campaign, and we never see Terrelonge with a woman yet. Never. What on earth is so private about Mr. Terrelonge's relationship that even Portmore people is becoming surprised of Miss? Then again, I'm going to tell you something one I don't know. Me if you go take time, cause Terrelonge mama not easy somebody, Me not ask, Terrelonge mama and not easy somebody. She will obey away and silence some out, Hey, the amount of money, and this is something when I tell you a fact. This is not something when I make up tell you, because I know so me have my bees and wasps them all over Jamaica. Me have bees and wasps all over Jamaica. Terrelonge mama and the obia. Terrelonge mama and the obia. So all along that can go on in front of the people, they not see, because Terrelonge mama blind them. But Jamaica, we need to know, and this is not an attack on Terrelonge homosexuality. The whole of Jamaica full of homosexual. Jamaica House of Representative, Jamaica Parliament full of homosexual from both PNP and Labour rights. I know nothing new, I know nothing surprising. We have a homosexual prime minister with him homosexual boyfriend, PJ Patterson and Philip Powell. I know nothing new. So nobody enough to come act like I know anything new. What we are demanding from them is honesty. Like how me and the dirty Trenton we honest too, say my goal in a take up a open homosexual kind of parliament. Be honest about your life. Stop mislead people. Stop lie to people and stop pretend who uno don't be. Stop it. The same way we want to take up woman get done the campaign with when Philip Powell and PJ disgrace they are go come out. I same way Philip Powell run go married. I same way when Fly Green disgrace nearly surfaced. Fly Green run go married. Wanna use these brown pretty woman them so-called. Wanna use these brown pretty woman them one pull wool over with eye. Wow, because know say the original dark skin ghetto black woman now go in the analysis story they would to pull a wool over the people's eye. They're not. But amidst Mr. Terrelonge debacle that he will have to undergo the continuous public scrutiny, or he will have to say something at some point. I don't think Mr. Terrelonge is in a position here to threaten body and to sue anybody, because me personally would just stick two finger up at Mr. Terrelonge. But we must not, in all our one, stay away from the money corruption which has become the public disgrace in the Labour Party. The kickback money, the taxpayer money, the Melissa Hurricane resources. That is a more important story than Mr. Terrelonge's shoddy life. That is more important of a story than the shoddy life of Mr. Terrelonge. Because the truth be told, politicians always live dark, shoddy life. It is why Epstein and Benjamin Netanyahu have them where they want world leaders at the moment because of their shoddy engagement. We're going back for Nikita Burchell this morning. Time passed, so we'll go back for Nikita Burchell this morning. Can I go on like a PMP a dunce round, a PMP, a Labour right one a dunce round here. Because Nikita Burchell can't tell we say she have passion for this and passion for that. And Nikita Burchell passion look like it stop on Peter Bunting zip. Nikita Burchell.
Okay, so whilst you were at UA,
Hold on. Nikita Burchell claimed to say she's a political communication strategist. Can somebody tell Nikita Burchell, say people like me out here a long time, I wait to see what does her political communication strategy mean? And can somebody ask Mark Golden, while him a walk and employ Batman to be a representative in our parliament, while them same one PNP pull down Labour right, Batman them? Why on earth all the big bravado out in the public about taxpayer money stolen, fraudulent, embezzled, misappropriated? Have you heard a word from the PNP? Can we go check the PNP page before we come on this morning, you know? Globalist, PNP on there. Have you heard a word? Rosie come out and Rosie accused Donovan Williams of murder, stealing, arson, embezzlement, misappropriation, and all of them sinting there. Have you heard the PNP have any problem? PNP, I don't want to come on my platform with this silence. We not talk because for the Andrew me I talk about, not talk. Is this not something for Mark Golden and the PNP to jump on? Is this not something for the PNP to make an urgent referral to the Integrity Commissioner Mocha? How much they pass now? This is why I don't vote. Both parties are working with each. Of course, Christopher. That's why we call them the Uni Party. You can barely identify their policies from each other. The PNP has nothing to oppose. Nothing. We are paying Mark Golden 25 million for fuck all. You mean they haven't heard about the murder, the arson, the fraud, the embezzlement, the misappropriation, the downright public stealing? Listen to Nikita Burchell. Can I look like, you see, the whole of what going in our country, you know. Everybody a fuck for position in our country. Everybody a use them cock pussy and back and batty. They're gonna part me just have to say it that way there. Because on no see I saw it go fit through. Danette said, but Wayne, what is the truth the PNP have to show towards what Rosie is saying? Are you serious or are you just defending Mark Golding and Nikita Burchell lackluster? Did you not hear when I say from last night I've been saying that, or from yesterday morning, an urgent referral must be made by the PNP to the Integrity Commission and MOCA. Secondly, Nikita Burchell, as the political communication strategist, ought to create narrative out of this that will send the message home to the Jamaican people. I have seen them for days now done neither. If it is that everything happening in our country, so the PNP, if you just sit down and wait it out. Sit down and wait it out. We're not going to get out of the cycle of androdemonics. We're going to go deeper and deeper in it. The PNP are not doing anything. The PNP, all they wanted was to get back to power. Them never get back to power and them get them salary. They don't care about us. This is an existing problem with Mark Golding and the PNP for the last 3.5 years. We have been saying to the PNP, you have to be a more robust opposition. You have to be a more robust opposition. You have to stand robustly on these principles rather than every budget Mark Golding come and talk about Andrew Holness' credibility and integrity. It doesn't cut it anymore. Where Mark Golding and his team can refuse to sit in parliament with Andrew Holness. They can still sit in parliament with him, but refuse to vote along with any of his legislative agenda until him remove Juliet. But Mark Golding regularly come for every budget with the same old nonsense. The people chose Andrew Holness, with much Mark Golding done that in 3 budget presentation. The people accept Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness bought them, or Andrew Holness steal the election. He's still there. We're going to have to deal with him. I want to come back with this same old. When you come back with the same old, and you think it's going to be effective, you've done it for 3 years, and he's elected for another 5 years, and you still sing the same old song, we're going to dance to it. Before the general election, I've been telling them, change the PNP communication team because them not do nothing. Them not put out no message out here. Them not drive home no message to the people. See there? Big corruption scandal. JLP, central and local government at war, and accuse each other of stealing with public money. Killing people. Burning out people. Forget the land them. And nothing from the PNP. I don't think that this is something where bright me, we study bachelors and masters. So say, why not J? What when your bomber class? On a move on a go on here, you hear? There is something that make people angry. When you come on a dust, say, why not J? Why not J? When I get out there, when I get out there, when I love sufferation too much. Communication strategies. You need to pack up your book in your bag and go home because you're not there for no purpose. You couldn't get there anyway. I pull down Peter Bunting zip. You couldn't there anyway. I roll over legs over with Peter Bunting. Not in our house. Dishonorable though it becomes. I don't know me. I don't know no friend. You know. I don't know me can't tame. Me a fool. Me wipe. Me nyam and wipe. Me mouth a dot. Me can't tame. So nobody thinks that me can't tame. Me not depend on nobody's side. If you're not Jamaica, me not depend on your side. One side me depend on Jamaica. So all I know where I look people on the side. Man, me pick up Rockstone packing a bag go no.
But okay, so whilst you were at UA, what was your career goal then?
At UE, I was still there thinking I'm
Trying
going
to
to be
figure
an
it out?
ambassador.
Oh.
No, man, I knew I was going to be an ambassador. I did international relations like Jade. So, of course, I was
Of
going to be an
course.
ambassador.
Why
Yeah,
not?
man. I mean, it was afterwards, I took a year off afterwards and I was traveling. I was in New York. I was thinking of enrolling in school there and stuff. And I got called for the job here in Jamaica. So I came back to Jamaica and did that job. And communications found me again. That's my true passion. Communications. And that's my job now, actually. I'm not a politician.
You know none of them. You know none of them. You're Peter Bunting side chick. You're Peter Bunting woman, politician. Even though for me, if I'm to be truthful, since you become elected, you do a better job at being a politician than being a communicator. Nikita Burchell, as the communication specialist and strategist in the party, where are you? We barely see or hear anything from Nikita Burchell. Uno tell me no? Uno tell me, wanna see or hear from the communications. Almighty Jesus Christ, we tired of Marlon Morgan, Carencia Morrison, and what the other one name? The SpongeBob one. SpongeBob, Miss Hyacinth Bucket, and Senator Home Sweet Home. We tired. With all when not if we talk about them attack. It sends home a message. It keeps a message relevant in APNP. Come go on about my business this morning, because we got hamdelible cloth hamper on this morning. Because on a PNP supporters, thing to say. Me we sit down out here every day and work for peanut, for inform, for come join a PNP bandwagon of quiet, half public batman them. Hey, on a mind me go to road for this morning, Hear me and tell you? Mind me go to road for this morning. Mind, Christopher. Mind me go to road for this morning because it is upsetting. Because we dare expect more from the 28 and God Almighty, I believe we dare get more from the 14. Because Dr. Campbell, when he never in a parliament, he might just a fly like a BH. So, see that? Dr. Campbell mouth. Me don't know what they're pushing a Dr. Campbell throat, Me don't know. Since Buke, Hyacinth Buke, Terencia is Hyacinth, Bucket, Buke. Marlon Morgan is Senator Lampshade. Senator Home Sweet Home. What's the Home Marlon said like Home Sweet Home Lampshade when the parliament are open. And then you have Senator SpongeBob in the name of Apka Fitz-Henley next to him. This is intolerable from the PNP. Me not sit down for the next 4 or 5 years fight PNP battle. Don't depend on me. Me, I go to war with PNP and Labour right over the next 5 years. If uno not prepare for the war, vacate and give us space. Make we have space to roll a dot with them. But don't rely upon my support. Don't rely upon me if you come out here, come campaign for a dead PNP. Don't rely upon me if you come out here, come keep a dead PNP relevant. PNP people don't have phone, then don't have camera, then don't have credit. You notice that? PNP people don't have credit. Big up Dr. Daz. One Dr. Daz both here. One and only Toto Dr. Daz both here. Because Dr. Daz is the only one who hasn't gone into silence. Look upon the wicked liar, Damian Crawford, the almost borderline, the narcissistic Damian Crawford, which all Damian Crawford interested in his leadership will not qualify for yet. Because you have to have emotional intelligence before you get to leadership. That's why Andrew is so... Don't let me start on that one. Don't really let me start on the Andrew Holness. Otherwise, I'll be here for the whole fucking morning, you see. Now make me thought by him. What you say? Leon McIntyre. You look like Dr. Campbell drink Andrew bottle water. You look like the whole of them drink Andrew bottle water. If one did take that what the judgment the name again? What the judgment name would ever drink them water? But if one did follow that judgment there, and make sure one not drink no water when one go to parliament if one can't own water. Otherwise, one wouldn't come succumb. Don't be surprised if you say Melvin Spence and Darrell Vaz turn big friend, all a go drink and party together. You hear? Because there is a code within an organization where all of us have to respect the organizational policies and principles. Me tell you no before, say, don't listen to what they say. No listen to what they say on the campaign. Because when they come, after they get elected, they're taking instruction from IMF, World Bank, the World Health Organization, and the American Foreign Office. None of those decisions goes along Justice Pantan. If one of them follow Justice Pantan and tap drink Andrew water, one wouldn't turn out so. But see there, a Dr. Daz alone is still on message. Because throughout the whole campaign, Dr. Daz honed in on the crisis in our healthcare. Dr. Daz is still at it. See all now, Jonita Pinkett. Jonita Pinkett was sent suitation protection protocol to Dr. Daz. All now they can't sue Dr. Daz. See Jonita Pinkett yesterday again sent protection protocol to Rosalie Hamilton. Do you think ink and paper have power to shut people mouth? These protection protocols are ink and paper. They don't go further than that. Barring the money won't not pay for try silence people. The biggest problem we are experiencing in Jamaica, people would say it's Andrew Holness or politicians. No. Jamaicans' biggest problem. Hold on there, Abena. Jamaica's biggest problem are us, the people of Jamaica. Jamaica's biggest problem are us, the people of Jamaica. Sorry, the globalists. I'll use this for a program. I'll talk to you on this later. And if we need to, I can create a program. Okay. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later. But these people who we chose themselves. You know, when the JLP said choose Jamaica, choose JLP. It's not that you were choosing Jamaica, you know. You were choosing JLP. But on the other hand, we put somebody there to hold JLP to account. Why since 2020, we sympathize with the People's National Party and work diligently with them, even me sometimes on a hypocritical lens. It's because we see that the numbers were against them. Mainstream media was bought out against them. The truth is, we work for the PNP to win. But we never get through the gate. But 100% rise in the numbers should have been more effective in our parliament. I have not seen anything, because they came out before parliament reopened in September and said, we will not support Juliet Holness. We thought they were going to do something radical. All it was, well, we will not support Juliet Holness. That's it. That's it. When Andrew Holness refuses to sit in parliament with Portia, refuse to support Portia's legislative agenda until Portia carries out Andrew Holness's demand. Mark Jefferson Golden, the lump of blood, was in that Portia Simpson's government. I think he has now been performing the goldfish-ism by not remembering how Andrew Holness held their administration. Hey, me want to cuss this man in, you know. So the best thing for do, the best thing for do for avoid the cussing is to go on about my business this morning. It's to go on about my business. Because me not going to spend my time looking after no fat pocket politician over the next 5 years. Jamaica people, if you don't care about me looking after, vacate and go on. Vacate and go on. Me like to waste my time on something useful. You hear me I tell you no? Me like to waste my time on something useful. Me can't waste my time on uno, and uno waste my time on Labour and PNP. I'm still hungry. Uno still tax. Uno still not a water. Uno still not a road. Uno still not a light. The 2 nurse and the 2 doctor gone. And you all still want us to say, 1 PM, 1 Market G. Which part? Where? Go on, yeah? Go on, we go live on a hard life. Uno born for hard life. Jamaica people. And this is not just a labor right problem. Because under the PNP, you never come out con support enough to get rid of Andrew neither. Under the PNP, you carry no belly from way back when from the Portia and PJ and Philip, they don't carry belly. Everybody have them personal agenda in this. That's why the PNP gets so dysfunct. Because everybody have a political agenda. Damien want on leader before time. But anytime Mark Golding a step down or anytime there's a competition, one Dr. Daz. Make Dr. Daz come feel with. Dr. Daz no look hungry like the rest of them. Dr. Daz no look like him all about title and popularity like the rest of them. Dr. Daz is a humanitarian. That's why him study medicine. I hope Dr. Daz don't come turn round and trick with like Damien and Dr. Campbell. To be honest, Shauna, I wouldn't say Mark Golding is politically dunce. I don't think he is. Mark Golding is very strategic. He's very big on the legislative front of thing. What Mark Golding isn't, though, he is not a leader. You can be politically bright, but you don't have the leadership quality. Legislatively and politically, strategically, I think Mark Golding is bright. What Mark Golding does not have is leadership quality and leadership tenacity. He doesn't have that. That is bedeviling the People's National Party. And his type of leadership, he brings in that type of class that almost quiet or silence some of these people who want to bust well like BG and deal with the politics or Portia used to deal with it. Mark Golding gone uptown. Me no know where Mark Golding carry up. Mark Golding pick way up from under zinc. Mark Golding. Man Golden pick we up from under zinc fence, from behind zinc and Carrigan uptown, and not even give we no little etiquette class. Not even little etiquette class. But man Golden take we all the way from the zinc fence to uptown. You see, with the uptown, the one we don't know how to behave, man Golden. We don't know what to do because we don't used to uptown. Bring back Portia, or bring back somebody with the spirit of Portia. I wonder if Jess Zuleika has the spirit of Portia. All you need to Headley, you can go on, you know. Because they say, and Desmond McKenzie used to think that you can go on. The whole and one hypocrite. The whole and one thief and share up with money, labor right and PNP. Remember how much contract does us get out of Portia? We don't go on, yeah. We don't go on like none of these people there on West Side. We don't go on like these people not going to come fool when these people turn up our funeral, forget vote. Then turn up a church, forget vote. Then you out of your chip in a milk cup and your leaky plate, forget vote. Where are they after you give them the vote? Flight Green and Parity. Flight Green and Southwest St. Elizabeth. From Southwest St. Elizabeth, lick down with Bailey seam. Anyway, my peeps, thank you very much for being here this morning. A one PNP leader me did respect on a Portia and Michael. Because PJ was a capitalist. PJ was an Americanized capitalist. Upon PJ take over from Manly, PNP social democracy, mash up. From PJ take over from Michael Manley, mash up. By the time Portia Simpson come back there, it was too far gone. It was too far gone for Portia to pull back. But we, the people of Jamaica, though, we are the most fucked up in the bunch of the Jamaica conundrum. Why? Are we them fool for 50 years? Are we them lie to for 50 years? Are we them thief from for 50 years? Are we them left poverty stricken for 50 years? And 50 years junk around, we still a fight over them. Anyway, my peeps, when I come go on here, I come run go up at my sister yard at the moment. Before next thing you know, I have to call up Labour and PNP online today. But it is irritating. It is irritating. First of me sit down a foreign, a fight for job. Me never have to care about it, you know. Because that turn a foreign and live the bad life over here. Because bad as we life be over here, a little better and wanna endure a Jamaica. Little bit better. Not all heap. Little bit better. We never have to care about it, no. We never have to send money come to Jamaica, come go, no. We never have to become the voice of change for UNO. We never have to become the opposition for UNO. We do it because we care. Some of them do it for money anyway. Me in particular, because I care. Because if I never work money, but then take my degree them and my diploma them and I go work for government or private sector when we could make a decent bumbleclad killing out here. Anyway, no, go on. The devil's spirit are creeping now. Thank you all for being here this morning. Lovely to have your support. We hope one day the people of Jamaica could really wake up and look through the lens that we are looking at. And when you start looking from that lens, and Bellevue probably I go full because someone will go turn mad. Want to wake up and say, damn you, fuck, Priya. They are going all this time. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So that's why I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon walls. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and crime. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and crime. And do the righteousness. Hey, we love. And we love Jaja. And we love Jaja.
Rastafari, save all people.
Hey, we love Jaja. We love Jaja. We love Jaja.
Rastafari, preserve all people.
Put time away again. Listen, yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I and I should never hold thy peace, while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for Rastafari. Fight down, war and crime.
Fight down, war and crime.
Rastafari, war and crime. And build up righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah.
Rastafari, preserve all.
And we love Jah. Me love Jah. Me love Jah.
Rastafari, preserve all.
Me love Jah. Rastafari. Yeah, the next song is going to be the last song for tonight. And then DJ Twink.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favourites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.